Hi, Filter here. Wow. I wanted to talk about two things here. Uh, the Black Panther movie opened, and the hype for this movie before its opening is interesting, and I think there's only been one. I wouldn't say bad review, just a guy saying, "Come on, more superheroics," and for some weird reason, that's striking people as if I don't even know how to describe it, but it's driving people nuts. SJWs have turned again this hobby, this genre, into something almost nightmarish, and a lot of people have taken their weird identity politics to the extreme on this. Case in point, I remember seeing some of the stuff, some Instagram or tweet somebody posted about Black Panther. Said, "This is our movie. White people stay out." I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa! This ain't your movie. This ain't your movie. This is Disney's movie from Marvel, created by two Jewish dudes. Okay, it's not your movie. It is everybody's movie, but primarily Marvel and Disney. No one else. And when I see people act as if Wakanda is a real place, I have to, I don't know, I'm face palming myself, thinking, come on, I don't know, this is just very, very weird. But the fact of the matter is, I want people to go out and see this movie and enjoy it. That's it. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be a few white kids who are going to dress as Black Panther because they think the character's cool. Hell, I knew that there were a lot of white kids that liked the character Black Panther. Hell, I remember growing up, a couple of kids would say, "Oh no, man, Black Panther could totally kick Batman's ass." And these were white kids, okay? This was to tell you. Or, yeah, he could take on Captain America. But then when it came to Wolverine, that was another ball game, and well, you know how it is. Until they kind of expanded mostly about the vibranium thing, but that's pretty much what we get with the character Black Panther. Again, a character that nobody seemed to care about until the movie, the idea of a movie was conceived. Nobody gave a damn about it. That character has been around since what, the '60s? And nobody gave a rat's ass about that character. Well, here we are. And again, I'm looking at people who act as if, oh, a black superhero. This is the first time we've had one. All the while forgetting about, I don't know, Blade, Hancock. And let's jump back to a little TV show back in the 90s with a predominantly black cast called Mantis, played by Carl Lumley. Great show. Think of it as Iron Man. I mean, and they even kind of covered certain things in this series. He was disabled, but he crafted this armor to help him walk and do superheroics. I think in the pilot, they focused on some racial thing, but mainly the character was devoted to heroics, doing a superhero thing. It wasn't a argument on color or anything. Again, it was about a guy. He's got this suit, and he's doing the great power, great responsibility thing, and that was a great show. If you guys could ever find it, or if Sci-Fi has the balls to start airing it instead of some of these crappy things that they've been putting on. I mean, or if you get it on Amazon or something like that, order it, find it, it's good. It lasted one season, maybe two, one season. But it was a decent show. It's actually pretty good. Well acted, and a whole nine. And it's this mindset that says, oh, this is the first time we've had a black character do something. Like Shaniqua Martin Green saying, "Oh, I'm the first Starfleet captain." I'm like, yeah, you forgot Ben Sisko. But if you want to talk about the first black captain in Star Trek, Madge Sinclair, captain of the Saratoga, Star Trek: The Voyage Home. First female captain and first black captain. I guess Shaniqua Martin Green didn't get the memo on that one. Okay, now, we know Comicsgate is in full swing. And unlike Gamergate, again, Gamergate had certain spokesmen and people against it who got televised. One of the weird things about this whole idea, this whole Comicsgate is, again, the doubling down of people on the SJW side. They're just doubling down. I keep aching their attitude and what they're doing to chefs. If you're a chef, and I'm gonna put it this way: Emeril Lagasse, Gordon Ramsay, Eric Ripert, Anne Burrell, Masaru Morimoto, Bobby Flay. If they were going to cook something for you, they are going to give their best. They're not going to phone it in. And what's going to happen is they're going to give you the best food that you ask for. If they say, here's this on the menu, you're dang well going to get it on the menu. I'll use this analogy one more time. Imagine you go to a restaurant or something like that, and somebody says, I'm going to offer you a dinner. It'll consist of filet mignon, a russet potato with creme fraiche, and a vegetable of your choice sauteed in the finest of olive oil. You wait there with bated breath, and then when they bring it out, they give you a hamburger patty with French fries, a little bit of store-bought sour cream, and some canned corn. Now, your first reaction is going to be, what the hell is this? I did not ask for this. But then, instead of saying, oh my goodness, I'm sorry, they double down and tell you that you're an idiot for not appreciating what they put out. This is the same mindset that gave us Star Wars: The Last Jedi. We're promised something really, really decent. Instead, we get bottom of the barrel amateurish. Quite frankly, people are getting tired of this. Now let's jump back to Comicsgate. This is the mindset. Like I said, this is the mindset. This is completely the mindset. They don't appreciate the fact that it's not that we object to diverse characters. We object to horrible writing and bad art. I can't even say bad art. I can tell you one thing. When I looked at Hawkeye and America Chavez and comics like that, all I can say is the artwork in those comics are for comics that are showing people having a day in the life of something. A day in the life comics of just the ordinary and maybe it's like a soap opera-ish kind of thing. That's the kind of artwork that belongs to. It doesn't belong in superheroics, because if you notice, the artwork shows most guys looking less heroic and the like. And let's be honest, these comics seem to have this warped fascination with 15-year-old dyed-haired omnisexual teenage girls. Okay, it's getting to the point where it's just not. I don't know. It throws you off. There's no character development. There's no hero's journey. People have pointed out when you look at America Chavez, there's no hero's journey. The Kate Bishop Hawkeye, no real hero's journey. Star Wars: The Last Jedi. No real hero's journey. She just picks up a lightsaber and she's winning. And she's not even struggling. She's not working. She's not coming to an inner turmoil. None of these characters have real inner turmoil, but they all sound a lot like I said, teenage girls. I'm honestly hoping that somewhere along the lines that comics creators, I can't say that. Right now, the comic industry has been dominated by ideologues. And there are plenty of them. They're just ideologues. They're not creators. They don't want to do anything. They just want to throw their politics in your face. And it's getting to the point where they literally want to find out. They want to draw the line. They want to find out where you stand politically. Artists are being ostracized. Writers are being ostracized because they're not giving the right politics. Again, this is very Nazi-like. Oh, you're not part of the Nazi party? Well, you don't need to have a job, now do you? I honestly think you should do something about it. This video will probably get flagged for me doing that. But you see what I'm getting at. I'm sorry I had to do that. And if they're going to object to me doing this, with this, hey, there are plenty of old footage of dudes when they stormed Berlin, when they, at the end of World War II, guys are doing this, making fun of Hitler, okay? And I'm making fun of Hitler. Just to let you know. Alright. Now, where was I? Like I said, they want to do this thing. Like I said, it's getting so bad, and this is off a tangent. They're doing this to even entertain. I even heard about the thing they're doing with Taylor Swift. I mean, the girl writes sappy songs about falling in love, falling out of love, breakups, hookups, but that kind of stuff. That's all she writes about, and they're demanding to know what her political alignment is. Well, that's nobody's business. If she doesn't want to do it, she doesn't want to do it. This is why certain celebrities, I've noticed, have decided, you know what, they're going to stay out of the political game because, for one, they know that, yes, there are some fans who might be on the left, and there are a good amount of fans who might be on the right. And the last thing you want to do is alienate both. Which is why they generally kind of stay out of the political game. This is why I noticed William Shatner didn't sign that Trek Against Trump thing. Shatner? Call him... I mean, I've heard everything under the sun about the man. Good, bad, indifferent. But I'll give him one thing. He is smart. He knows he cannot alienate he can't alienate the people that he knows. He probably knows that he's already low on some weird totem pole or something like that. But he's not going to alienate whatever fans he's got left. Besides, he did... let's face facts. Everybody loves him as Denny Crane, right? Am I right? Denny Crane. Sorry. Getting over my cold here. But like I said, if you guys really... like I said, the whole the thing with Taylor Swift, because I can tell you this. How many of you, show of hands... Sorry, force a hand. How many of you remember seeing something like this on your Twitter feed or on your Facebook feed the day after the election? And it goes something like this. Don't you dare talk to me if you voted for Trump. I will unfriend you. I don't ever want to talk to you again. How dare you vote for that monster? Something along those lines. How many of y'all remember seeing something like that? Lord knows I did. And I always realize one thing. I generally don't like talking politics around people who, once they give you that statement, I avoid talking politics altogether. Once they start talking politics, I generally jump to something else because I don't want to get into it. I don't feel like getting into arguments. I don't feel like getting into situations like that because, quite frankly, it can be annoying. So, to square it up in this rather discombobulated discussion on some of this week's events, I'm hoping that somewhere along the lines, these identity politics bullies are going to have their, I can't say come to Jesus moment, but I hope they come to a realization that they can't keep this garbage up for long. And that cool heads will prevail. Okay? Well, that's it for me. Unfilter. Subscribe. If you like this video, rate it. If you have a comment, leave it below. And until later, I'm out of here.